a connection issue on my side. I'm sorry about it. But okay, come on. I think let's chat about like currently what are the trading issue that you are currently facing off, and like what stage that you are in your trading journey. Come on, let's chat on it.
For myself, right? Hello, hi
Hmm.
Brian. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
hi, hi, hi.
Hi, hello. So for myself, right? It's a bit more challenging on a forex end cause the streaming happens during pre-deserved timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I've been spending a bit more, yeah. So I've been spending a
Uh,
bit more time on indices.
oh,
Uh, yeah, lor. Yeah.
so so
Especially
you are
sorry.
mainly focused on trading on indices.
At this moment in time, but of course I do hope to pick up as well lah.
Yeah.
But the other than the Sunday stream, right, the weekday
Mm-mm.
timings are a bit more challenging. I do try my best to join. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. If like you are missing out any like like whenever we do the weekly outlook streams on Sunday, right? If you're missing out, or you can look back into the live on YouTube, the replay itself. If after you watch, if there is anything that you are not understand, just feel free to drop us message. Be it on Discord, you can find me on Discord, or you can just uh, find our admin, whoever who can help. Definitely, they will help you in a quick time because there is couple of admin that with us right now. So I hope it will help your trading journey, of course, because we all been the trading journey alone, and we met each other. We know like how serious is this that we want to help the rest of you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. And thank you.
Okay. So currently, just now you were saying you are trading indices, like majorly focused on NQ,
Yeah.
S&P,
Majorly
US Tech.
actually only trading
Hmm.
solely trading on NQ lor.
Solely trading on NQ only. Okay, that's nice. That
Yeah.
you are. So may I know like what is your current strategy and the plan itself? Like, is your strategy fixed, or you facing any issue with your strategy or something or not?
So for myself, I do options trading.
Okay.
In terms of strategy, it's more of price or it's quite I think it's similar. My understanding is similar to ITD. So more towards the understanding where my support and resistance are, doing a bit of a pre-market, understanding when the news are happening,
Okay.
then just
That's
observe
quite
price action. Yeah.
okay. So mainly like may I know like what is your main criteria on trading a particular single pair, for example, like currently NQ, like what would you do during uh, the pre-market? What would you do? And when the market's open, which is currently right now, what would you do and what would you react accordingly? Like let's say we are currently in this NQ chart. So for example,
Mm.
like what will you do when you looking at this situation that you are requiring to trade? You are wanted to trade during this time zone, right?
So usually I try to identify whether there are any news beforehand. If
Okay.
there's, but today I'm holding an overnight trade lah, cause it wasn't
Mm-mm.
doing very well yesterday. I think market was on a downtrend. I did a call option, so I was bullish on the thing, but it
Mm-mm.
was kind of like going downtrend the entire day the yesterday lah. So I DCA a bit on a downwards so I was hoping
Okay.
for a bit of a
retracement, right?
After today lah, before the
Mm,
news. Yeah, before the news at 10 later. Yeah.
yeah. I
But
believe there
this
is
way is also a
some.
very
You were
yeah,
saying?
sorry. There are quite a few big earnings report this week also. So those things to consider. Yeah.
Yes, correct. So this week the most crucial one is the NFP, and tomorrow there is a ADP, which is a
Mm,
non-farm payroll, also for ADP non-farm payroll. These two things is also quite crucial. Apart from it, right? Coming weeks we have CPI and PPI, and also
mm,
some FOMC. I won't trade, and if I do trade on
mm,
FOMC week, CPI week, and FOMC statement week, I will be very, very conservative on trading on my portfolio. Since you are doing, because this is why we focus on the forex. But since you are focusing on the NQ itself, it also will or will not will have a minor or majors according to this news event. I believe you know that well. So do remember three things, which is if news about news, you need to beware of FOMC statement, NFP week, and also CPI. Just remember these three. Okay. So apart from this, I don't know if you can see this part or not. Give me a while. Let me share
yeah.
on my yes. You've been watching this forex calendar, right?
Yes.
Yeah. If you do so, do beware of the red folder news, especially you trade NQ, right? Focus on the USD side. You can just do a filter and check on the impact itself. Yeah. So couple of US dollar impact, especially tomorrow onwards. So this week is most likely it is not going to be my trading week lah, because NFP week is definitely not my appetite to trade off. So on so coming back to the coming back to the chart, I was asking for you to share more about your strategy. The reason being why I say so is because strategy is one thing. If you are using a single strategy and you focus and you master it, then that would be good. Because for me, let me do a brief intro about like how I get into trading. I was trying out here and there every single strategy that I want to find out. Like maybe I can mix a little bit here and there of the strategy to make my winning percentage higher. After after a long journey gone, it's about almost 1 year plus until I met a mentor, and he taught me one thing. He told me, if you keep chasing on the shiny object syndrome, you are not going to be profitable or be consistent in this market. Until after then, since he is so successful and profitable, right? Then I just follow 100% of his footprint. Whatever he do, how he analyze the market, I just follow accordingly without any question. Then I dive into my chart, then I keep looking at the chart based on his own concept. His own concept learned from where it, I think there is some originated person, credit to them as well. Um, yes. So basically, why I follow his footprint, that's how I fix my strategy, which is my plan. I am using first PD array. this is extremely important. From monthly, drop down to weekly, then daily time frame, and 4 hour, 1 hour, and then my execution will be 15, 5 minute, and 1 minute. So this will be is it too small? Can you see it? Can you see it on here? Yao Hing, I actually can't hear you.
The PDA is it? Yeah, I
Okay,
can see that
PDA
PDA.
is PDA is stand for premium and discount arrays. Do you know about it? Do you know anything about PD arrays? Let me type it fully. Premium and
Yes, premium and discount.
yeah, premium and discount array. But do you know like every single premium and discount array, there is a structure for it. Okay, let me pull up my notes in a while.
I'm not super familiar.
Yeah. Okay, so in the concept of ICT, there is a premium and discount array. So in retail, there is a premium and discount array as well, but they will just indicate it as a golden zone or below 50% or above 50%, and inclusive some golden zone, Fibonacci. That's from the retail concept. But in ICT concept, it works the same. Whatever every single concept, it will be linked as the same. It's just different way of presentation. That is for me lah. But so if this PD array, so within this PD array, every single market structure. Let me pull out a side first. So every single PD array, right? So in a bullish trend, you see a low, a high, a lower, a higher low, higher high, higher low, and higher high. Am I right? Do you know about it?
Yeah.
Okay. So going sideways is called ranging consolidation. I bet you know it. And downtrend will be like this. It requires a high, a low, and a lower high, lower low, lower high, and lower low. Okay. So from here, from this stretch, uh, give me a second. Okay. So from this low toward this high, do you know that we have, so if in an uptrend we are from moving from discount to premium, discount to premium. So from this discount we have these old highs or these old lows as the ultimate protection of the discount zone. Then the next will be the rejection block, order blocks, fair value gap, liquidity void, which is the volume imbalances, and then the bullish breaker block and the mitigation block. So within a singular pump, a singular uptrend of this stretch, there is require a lot of structure to be hold, whereby these structures are need to be followed. Do take note on couple of important notes, which is the old highs and lows, the order blocks, fair value gap, breaker block. You just currently focus on this breaker, order block, and old highs and lows, and fair value gap, the most important one. Okay, so after within this stretch, right, you can see it from here. Along this stretch, the 50% is the equilibrium. If you want to get into a uptrend, you are required to get involved within this range. To then respect it, a break higher, to then continuing higher. Okay, so same thing goes to the premium side. We have the old highs and lows, the order blocks, fair value gap, and the breaker. Why I say so this is important is because let's let me touch on my strategy first. So you see a lot of PD arrays right here. So the second thing is Brian's strategy, which is I mainly focus on fair value gaps, overlapping area. The overlapping area, which means this like both highs and lows overlapping with a fair value gap, overlapping fair value gap with the order block, breaker block, or the old highs and lows. Okay, overlapping fair value gap, as known as a new fair value area as well, and focus on the internal IRL to ERL, ERL to IRL. This stands for internal range liquidity to external range liquidity. So from this one also the same thing, from trading from external liquidity range liquidity to internal range liquidity. So this is the main thing. So I will you want me to touch on more on the PD arrays or my strategy? That which one would you prefer?
Maybe more towards a strategy.
Sorry, come again.
More towards a strategy. I think my internet is
I can't
more
hear
towards
you
a strategy.
clearly. I can't hear you clearly because it's a bit muffled. More towards a strategy. Okay, I just received your message. Apologize. I think my line is a bit breaking. Can you hear me clearly or not? Okay, then that's good. Maybe I just carry on the most part. Uh, I hope the most part is you can hear me clearly. It's okay, it's okay. If you want, I will be hosting a stream for Tuesday and Wednesday, or if I'm not available on Wednesday, I will do it on the Thursday. If not, you can just look for me anytime offline. I will be available as well. So you just feel free to ask me. It's okay. So yeah, no worries. Of course, we are here to help you, and we are here to help you grow in your trading journey as well. So don't worry about uh, will it be disturbing us? It's okay. Never mind. We're all here to make money. We're all here to learn trading. Okay. So in terms, let me just remove this, prevent some confusion. So on my strategy, so the first thing I will be touching on, first step. If I trading, I want to do a scalp. I will first of all I need to take a look on my own self trading appetite. I will need to check on I will need to check on my draw on liquidity and the I want to be scalp, intraday or swing. Okay, so you need to check on your trading style. So it's either you love scalp or you love intraday or you love swing. Personally, I can do all of it. Depends on my time. If like I'm available for the next hour or 4 hours, I will do a scalping. If I'm available for about 8 hours to be on available on phone or on my laptop, I will be doing intraday. If I just don't want to care about uh I just don't want to care about after entering my trade, I will just do a swing trade, enter off the 1 hour, and then maybe target the daily or weekly draw liquidity. So currently, if you found either one of these, you need to check secondly is your draw liquidity. Draw liquidity is the where is the price heading. Okay, you need to ask yourself this question: where is the draw liquidity heading? So the draw liquidity is all according to the PD arrays. So the PD arrays, where will it be? The old highs and low, old highs or low, um, internal fair value gap, old highs and lows, or fair value area. Okay, so do you know something about fair value gap first? Like gaps between candles, like sudden jump between the candle. Yes, this is good. Okay, maybe I will be I touch on a little bit on the fair value gaps as well, the basics of it. So the basic of the candles, right? A fair value gap. definitely it requires 3 candles to form it. Okay, so from this 1 hour time frame, we are currently facing looking a bullish fair value gap right here. The first candle, the second expansion body candle, and the third candle lows. So we are facing this expansion where price is having the intention to continuing higher. That's why where the price retested here and rejected off with another new fair value gap. Okay, this is the bullish example and this is the bearish one. So from this bearish fair value gap of here, we can see the first candle and the second body expansion candle and the third candle without closing the first candle high or low, which means the price could just sting into this fair value gap to then continue expand lower. But in this case, it doesn't, because why I would say so is because the price action right here show you that the bullish is too strong. After taking a major liquidity, after taking off a major liquidity, I think it's from a daily. Let me check. For our yes, after taking a major liquidity, a fair value area right here, a 4 hour one. Then after the 4 hour stay in, there is a rejection of, I would like to share with you, which is a new term, which is the fair value area and also the BPR. So this thing, we call it as a BPR. Why this is a BPR? Where the bearish fair value gap is opposing with a bullish fair value gap. I repeat, a bearish fair value gap is opposing a bullish fair value gap, which is this intention, or without looking anything from here, from this stretch, all this downwards movement, you will see a very strong bearish momentum, no doubt on it. But the next thing, after staying into the fair value area, where holding the price just expand off higher, leaving with a fair value gap, which means in a PD array sense, this swing low has been protected, which is a protected low. At the same time, you can see there is a breaker overlapping with a fair value gap as a fair value area, and this will be the order blocks. The price won't be particular need to sting into the order block to then continue expand higher. Don't have to, because from this 4 hour time frame, a breaker block is also a higher time frame order block. So the price is totally makes sense to react off here. Okay, so after expanding off this PPR, the price respected, sting into a fair value gap to then continue higher, sting into a fair value gap to then continuing higher. This one also repeating the same thing. But this is something after the price, why there is a huge dump at here? Because the major drawn liquidity has been taken out. Then it shows the reversal from here. After the next thing, the price, if the price wants to turn bearish for a while or a retracement, where will it be retracing to? This low should be broken, because this is the protected low. Am I right? And the 4 hour time frame, yes, this is the protected low. And that's why after this expansion, the creation of the fair value gap The low itself is the protected low. Eventually, price did respected and continuing bullish. But we are facing some sort of resistance in here, the premium order blocks. Okay, where push the price continuing lower. Okay, after the price failed to continuing lower, the moment the price did not break off this high, at a lower time frame, there is a PD array respecting off. The price eventually failed to break this high. This will be the SMT. This side. This is the SMT, smart money. The smart money technique showing the reversal sign that whereby failed to break off this particular draw liquidity, but eventually just continuing dumping lower. Then the price retraced about the OTE levels where all these breaker respected, continuing lower. Also the same thing is the order block, the breaker, the price respect the breaker again to then continuing lower and lower. But eventually price did not break off this protected low yet. So what can we see from here? Let me check on the 4-hour time frame, 1 hour time frame. So from the 1 hour time frame, did not face off any um, bullish or bearish fair value gap yet. After sweeping this low, we having these fair value gaps happen during the London, I guess so, or it's during the Asia. Okay, so after this session, the Asia session, this is the Asia low. You can take it as liquidity levels as well for Asia lows. If the price decide to sweep the Asia low, the next thing will be the Asia high as the draw liquidity. So the moment sweep of the Asia low, the next draw liquidity will be here. So if I am confident in this trade, Asia low to Asia high, or eventually break up a new high again. If that's so, then we will just see. So first of all, from my strategy, you need to know the draw liquidity. Where is the price is currently heading off? So the price did heading off to a Asia low and a protected low. Eventually, these are all the draw liquidity. So within this range, the price didn't have a very clear expansion off to either side. The price want to have an intention to expand off here, but fail to expansion towards the draw liquidity, but dump eventually. This low should be protected at first because leaving with a fair value gap, but it's still going disrespected. So the price is aiming the liquidity. So liquidity levels, the draw liquidity. Always remember, liquidity levels are all highs and lows and fair value areas. Fair value areas. Okay. So you can, when during your trading, you can just mark up the old highs and lows is a liquidity areas or the liquidity levels that price want to attract it to. But if we are currently is in this range, I want to see is the price either respecting of this Asia low or to target this Asia high, or the price is just ranging. One thing to take note is I will not be trading any trade if the market is ranging. Okay,
Actually, I have a question.
Mm-mm.
Is it worth taking, because if I know they are consolidating and they are in range, right? Can I try to trade within the range? Like I try to take a bullish position at the bottom of the range, then I sell. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, I take on the risk of it breaking through lah.
Mm.
What's your take on it?
You mean trading in the ranging condition, right?
Yeah, like I just like buy low, sell high, but of
Okay.
course I risk breaking through lah. What's
Okay.
your thoughts on it?
Okay. About my thoughts on trading support and resistance, or be your support and resistance and trading in the ranging condition, right? I wouldn't be have much of opinion because previously I was also a support and resistance trader. It's totally fine for it, but one thing you need to be aware of that if you are trading support and resistance, let's say I give you a scenario, maybe you are more easier to catch it. Okay, so from here, you would say this is a resistance. Am I right? And these will be the support levels. Where is it? Okay, it's about here. About, okay, it's about this range. Yeah, about this range. 4 hour. Yeah, it's about this range. Okay, so you are trading from here, trading off to here. It's totally fine as well because for a trading support and resistance, you are required to see a lot of candles like too far away. You need to check on how many points on it. But one thing is, where would you place your stop loss? For example, let's say you are trading where your trading style is about trade scalping intraday.
Uh, More towards intraday, but if it's not favorable, I may swing like over the next 1 or 2 days.
Okay, that's very good to be honest. Okay, the reason being why is if you are trading intraday, right? Um, which is you have buffer more space, especially for NQ gold that kind. You are required more breathing room for your trades. Like for example, this is my levels of supports, and you are buying off here. For example, let's say if your marking is about this low to this swing low, let's say you place it the levels at here, then you place it off this low and you target off at this resistance. Okay, it's totally fine as well. I would totally agree on this trade, but if you were saying this was the new range of support before all this thing happened, the moment you see the order flow going into bearish, you need to beware of one thing is the swing high and swing lows are definitely the liquidity levels. If you are trading support and resistance, you can play a bigger range if the price is consolidating. If the price is trending, then you can do a scalping or intraday. Following the trend is fine. That is my take on trading support and resistance. I'm totally okay with it. If you are comfortable with it, just by all means, yeah.
I think my concern was that there's quite a bit of, I think, ICD terms draw on it basically at the bottom, like below the
This one?
low of like, is it that? Let me see where is it. I think it's from 24 8.
Four
Oh, is
eight.
it? 2450 that range, I think. I think there
Four
was a jump on
450 450. Ah, yeah,
I
right.
think there's a
About 457 like this.
yeah. So it was a bit concerning, especially since I'm doing a bullish position.
But no doubt, if let's say you don't want to catch it off this short because how price is being that bullish, I am totally respecting your ideas. So from this part, you will be worrying about the bearish, will it be very strong or whatsoever. One thing you need to take note is about the candle momentum. Like for example, let's say this is the range of your support. Am I right? You were saying earlier. So off this support, the price did reacted off at first, right? But whatever thing before, whatever trades or whatever price action before the New York opens, trading NQ most likely will be the liquidity levels. Like for example, like this pump is from the Asia until the night is about this time. The price just totally failed to break continuing higher, but dumping lower instead. It will just liquidate all the lows for the Asia session. After liquidated, the price showed the true intention that the price want to going higher. But too bad, NQ is only, how to say, I would say valid lah. I would say valid until the New York is open. So this is the Asia low that I mark out. The price indeed just reacted off the support level from retail concept and also from ICD concept. It does take off Asia low, quite a major draw on liquidity as well. And I think it's the previous 4 hour lows as well. Yeah. So where is the price is heading next? So you are trading from the external, sorry, I would say this is the internal to a external draw liquidity. So external liquidity taken out, next going to look for a internal trading liquidity. Okay, there is a bearish fair value gap, but price failed to respect continuing bearish of this fair value gap, which means the next draw liquidity is here, but eventually will be this Asia high is the ultimate draw liquidity. So from here, what can you do is after the price sting into your resistance zone, your support zone, my bad, sting into your support zone, then expansion of break and close above this particular high, leaving with or without the fair value gap at least break and close above this high and do a slight retracement to then continuing higher. The retracement part is where you are going to get involved in. So you can see something like this. Yeah, I know the price is pumping a bit mad. So what can you do is do something like this. If the price fail to close above this, please do not enter until it closes above to confirm the bullish structure. If the price close along with a body closure bearish like this, it will highly likely going lower to trade off this low as a draw liquidity again. If it's that clear, just let me know. Or you have any question, just feel free to ask.
Wait, can you review the which close above where and close
Oh,
above where to be bullish?
okay. For example, currently you are scalping within this time frame and within this range. Currently, Okay, so you have a higher time frame support reacted off at first. Then secondly, the price, the true open of the market, sweep and pump off the Asia low and your support again, right? So the next thing, you want to see the price showing the intention that they are changing the trend, because from here all down, down move is all downtrend. From yesterday is also a whole stretch move of the downtrend. Am I right? So you want to make sure that the price could just reacted changing bullish, right? You want to make sure that the price could break off close above this range. If you want to get involved into a trade, you are required the price to break off this high at 526.5 and then retest to your zone to then continuing higher. This is the range that the best to get involved in, this range. If the price break higher, retest, come back into the zone, it doesn't require to, as long as it's break close above here, then retest, you can just set a limit, something like this. Set a limit and continuing higher. It's totally valid as well.
Okay, thanks. What
Mm.
about the downside? What's the low to look out for if they break below 450?
Okay, very easy. So after that, for example, I believe so, if the bearish wants to come, the Asia high will be taken first. It will show you something like this. A break, a second break, but the third low form, the price went bullish a little bit, then eventually break off this low. This is where you can get into. If after taking out the Asia high, showing an intention something like this, then you can take a bearish towards to this strong liquidity. But if you want to be more conservative, you can just a pump, a dump after break of this low, then you take it, but it is going to be taking a while. Coming back into this range, which is your higher time frame, support turn into resistance. Okay, then the next draw on liquidity will be at where? I think I didn't mark anything lower from there, but from the 4-hour time frame, let me check. Eventually, there is no fair value gap here. Eventually, this swing low and this low as well. Let me check 1 hour have a nearer one or not. The 1 hour have. Maybe this swing low as a nearest strong liquidity. Okay, so if the price break lower, you can just do something like this. Maybe you have a new structure coming off here. The high, you don't have to put all the way this high or this high. That will be too long. Just a new structure high form at this high, about at least this high, about this high, if the structure do something like this. A new structure. Remember the new high, the high lows created, you just place your stop loss above the nearest and the latest swing high, and you can just target along the way. You can put at this low as your ultimate draw liquidity. You just do remember to take partial along the ways, which is right here, and right here, which is you can divide by 3. This is my bearish point of view.
Thanks. Thank you. I think I have
Okay.
a better idea
Yeah.
how
So
to then
yeah, that will be my idea on trading if you want me to share on the support and resistance part. So other than that, I think it's getting quite late right now. Maybe I will be touching on more on the coming tomorrow. Are you joining?
what time is it tomorrow?
It will be 9. Just today, a little bit of technical issue with some connection issue as well. So it's a bit tough for me to be on time on 9. Yeah, supposed to be like about an hour or 1.5 hour time of stream like this. Yeah.
I think I'll be running a bit late. I have a meeting at around
Mm,
9 plus. Right?
okay. So you won't be available tomorrow, is it?
Mm, I may be a bit late. I think I'll be
Okay.
not so sure.
That's totally fine as well. If you are late about you can't be on time or you want to be a little bit more later, you can just feel free to drop us and maybe do some requests during our post. And just feel free to let us know you are available at what time, and maybe we can do some adjustment for it. And since we are still in a small community, but when we are growing, I hope you can bring more friends that we can guide you guys with a group of friends. That would be very nice as well.
Yeah, of course. I
Okay.
will try to get my friends on board as well, people who
Yeah.
are interested.
Yeah, definitely. Because if they are interested in trading, then and we are providing all the education for free, instead of like just giving off whoever the mentors, it's totally fine as well. You can choose your own your teacher or your mentors. Totally no comment on it. So okay, it's getting late right now, and maybe I will end off the stream right now if you don't have any question.
Nothing comes to mind. Thanks for the session. It was quite
Okay,
insightful.
thank you so much.